Well, thanks again for having me. I'm very happy to be here this afternoon. Uh, well, I think that the appointment of the special envoy is really in character with how the Trump administration approaches foreign policy. And as we've seen around the region, this administration has appointed special envoys to Syria. Of course, we have Stephen Witkoff, who is a special envoy covering a very broad portfolio in the Middle East. And I think this reflects a desire from this administration to appoint political officials to take important roles in the administration. So what I hope it brings is some additional focus from the White House on the Iraq relationship. I don't think that's the case. As I mentioned, I think that the president likes to appoint political officials, donors, close friends, and I think that reflects a desire to kind of work outside of the normal political and diplomatic channels. And so I think the appointment of Mark Savaya as the special envoy to Iraq is really in keeping with how this administration likes to conduct its foreign policy. And I don't see it as a reflection of any particular sense that there's a crisis. I think it's a sense that Mark Savaya is someone that the White House and the administration trusts. I think it's positive that Mark Savaya is an Iraqi American, and he seems to have some familiarity already with Iraq. And so it remains to be seen exactly how he will choose to use this role. But as a business person himself, I would certainly expect that he would be focused on a broad range of issues to include the economic partnership. Well, I think that President Trump has been clear in the partnership with Iraq, as the partnerships with many of our global partners. Economics are important, and business relationships are critical. And so he long has focused on Iraq's natural resources. And of course, the Trump administration has focused on development in oil and gas. I think this is a positive area for the partnership. We've seen some deals signed recently by Chevron, by Exxon. Those are all positive things, and I think ways that the US and Iraq can continue to partner with one another. I think what we're seeing right now is more of a transition than a withdrawal. And I think this administration, will remain present. There's still troops present, of course, in the Kurdistan region, but I think there will still be ongoing security cooperation in federal Iraq as well. I think the scale and the scope of that cooperation still needs to be determined. But I think that this administration has not taken any hasty decision in regard to the future of that cooperation. And so I think we're going to see the continuation of a security partnership moving forward. So I don't think it's likely right now, but I think that the main reason that the militias would be targeted militarily would be if the militias were either targeting the United States or targeting Israel. I think we've had a long period without any kind of strikes by the militias against U.S. personnel. And I think the best way for the militias, to avoid being targeted is, in fact, to quit launching any attacks. I think in this pre-election period, the United States certainly doesn't have any particular interest in taking military action. But I think, as we've seen, they will not hesitate, the US government will not hesitate to take sanctions actions against the militias for activity we know, supporting the IRGC or supporting terrorist activities. Of course. Well, I think as I did when I was still in the position, and I know is a long-standing position of the U.S. government, the Kurdistan regional government and the Iraqi Kurdistan region are important partners for the United States. And I think that's a partnership built on shared interests. And I think that that partnership continues to serve the United States well.